Hello, this is part 2, a continuation of Wednesday at RPG and DB2 Summit.
The RPG and DB2 Summit, I always give out shirts to the attendees, and then on one of the days they have everybody wear their shirt and they all get together for a picture. Well, that's what's happening now. People are assembling to have a group photo taken, and the group photo will be containing everyone at the conference.
Can we get y'all's attention a minute?
So there's Skip, he's going to take
if
pictures.
any of you have not...
I spent most of the day actually talking to attendees. I only had one talk to give, one presentation to give on Wednesday. So I spent a lot of time, just talking to people and having kind of a social day, finding out what's going on in people's businesses. And also I put together some interviews to put in this video with people who wanted to participate.
So I've caught up with Danny Exum, and Danny is actually a returning attendee to this conference. This is his second conference, right? So what do you think about this one so far?
I've really enjoyed it. I like the small, I won't use the word classroom, but the small attendance per session.
The more intimate.
Yeah, it's very intimate. You get to ask a question, you get that direct feedback, and it's small enough that you can ask questions and co-mingle and work with other people.
Great. Is there any technique you've picked up that you really like from this conference?
I've been dabbling, for the last 18-24 months, I've really been concentrating on increasing my data skills, or my work skills. And the PHP, the CGI Dev2, last probably 12 months I've been delving into that. And I've really liked the conferences. I mean, the information is great.
Now, since this is your second time, a lot of managers would say, well, you've done this before, why do you need to do it again?
Well, I guess the best way to answer, there's more also than just sitting in the session. At lunch, you sit down at a table and you start discussing things with people. And you say, well, I've run into this, and they say, oh, well, I've had that problem too, and this is what I did. And you can't put a value on that kind of stuff when you're going in and talking to the CFO or whoever about they don't quite get that.
Yeah.
But you take that with what you learn in the sessions, and then you come out and you sit down and communicate with people.
Sure.
And you learn so much.
This hotel actually has Coke in bottles. Can you believe that? A bottle? I haven't seen one in a while. And there was a bottle cap. I actually got to take a bottle cap off. It's like reliving your childhood. It's really cool.
Now, of course, you got the industry best here, really. I mean, between the people who put it on and you and Aaron, I mean, what more can I ask for?
Thank you very much.
I've really noticed, though, that since I've been going to conferences, your speaking skills have come up remarkably.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
And it's really fun to watch that.
Yeah, it's been kind of it's one of those things, it's just practice.
No, didn't bring any other snacks along.
So what are the snacks?
They're stale pretzels, chips, and tortillas.
You say stale pretzels?
I say stale pretzels.
It's the flavor.
Stale.
I would not recommend the pretzels.
Okay.
Because I like the way that they are.
I just want to hear how you're enjoying the conference.
Oh, I've had a real good time.
Yeah?
The food is fantastic. The best food I've ever had at a conference.
That's good.
I've never been to this one before.
How are you enjoying the sessions here?
No, I'm really enjoying it. I picked this one because of John and you and Susan. I've been to their conferences in Scott Klement. I've been to theirs before.
Yeah, that's me, by the way. I'm Scott Klement.
Oh, yeah.
Have you found a technique that you like that you're going to take home and use?
We're getting ready to play with PHP.
PHP? That's a good one. You call yourself KM Chief sometimes.
Yes,
Kent Milligan from IBM. What should people take away from this conference? What's the most important thing they should come away with?
I think the most important thing is making sure that you, at the very least, use SQL to describe how you're using the database so that it gives the right image of the database on I being a fully relational engine that has...
So create table and stuff like that?
Right, call physical file table view instead of a logical file, just to improve the image so that we're not old and outdated from a database perspective.
Great. Thank you. And how are you liking the conference so far?
It's been really good. Got good content, love the location, great food, good turnout.
So you're from this area?
No, not actually. I'm from Missoula, Montana. So
Montana.
I flew in on Monday and took one of the afternoon Head Start training classes. And so I was at the conference a year ago in Las Vegas, the same one, and so I've been dying to get back and get some of the more advanced classes.
I've noticed a lot more repeat attendees. I guess it's a good sign. That means people like it.
Yeah.
Have you picked up any new techniques this time around over the last time?
Well, yeah, I'm taking a lot of sessions that I would have never taken last time because I'm fairly new to RPG, so I'm actually going to some sessions that might have been here at the last one, but I was more basic last time, and this time more focused on the XML and the SOAP stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of new stuff that's out that I'm trying to get caught up on.
Okay, so this is Bruce Vining, who formerly of IBM and now Bruce Vining Services, right?
Correct.
And Bruce is well known as the Godfather of APIs. So Bruce is here as a speaker at Summit. Bruce, can you tell us if an attendee is going to take one thing away from this conference, what do you think is the most important thing right now to take away?
Just in general, that in this case, RPG and DB2 are both alive and well, being expanding significantly, and I guess the State of the Union is good.
Is this your first time then at the summit?
It's definitely the first time, and I hope it's not the last, though.
So you've gotten some good value out of it?
Definitely, much more value than I expected. It's beyond my greatest expectations.
That's great to hear. So you came over, you lived in Europe?
I live in Sweden, yes.
In Sweden. So was it a good flight?
Well, no long-distance flights are good, really.
No.
But I survived and recovered in time for the conference.
That's great. So you actually think you'll be making more flights over just for more conferences like this? You hope so, anyway.
I hope so, because it's you get much closer to the guys that actually develop the stuff at IBM.
Mm-hmm.
You have all the expertise around.
Yeah, well, especially us being right here in Minnesota.
Yes, of course.
Is there any particular technique that you learned that you're excited about that you want to go back and use?
There were a bunch of, there's so many things. A lot of technique for ILE, some of the more interesting APIs I want to test, and more of the database definition through SQL. That's the core of it.
Wednesday closed with a roundtable discussion. Now, in the past, we've only had one topic at our roundtable discussions. This time, they actually had a bunch of topics, and they were at different tables. So,
this table is about replacing Windows. Sorry, the sign is upside down from where I'm standing, but this table, they're talking about how they can eliminate Windows' desktop and use alternatives such as Mac or Linux. This table is security. The discussions at the security table are a little light at the time. Nobody's sitting there. PHP MySQL table. We've got Pat Boats, formerly of IBM, a security expert, and Tim Clark, who is still with IBM and is the MySQL DB2 storage engine expert. And the last table is the RPG OpenIO, which was the big announcement for RPG that Ian Jarman made today. And so there's the discussion led by Barbara Morris, who is the sort of chief of architecting the RPG language.
So that was day 2, and stay tuned to the Dark Bagel channel, and soon I will post up day 3.